Good evening. It's a pretty noisy night outside tonight. That's okay. Tonight I am sitting on the other side of my little studio. It's over there. I just needed a change of scenery, as one does sometimes. I built that little nook with the intention of recording my first album in there, which now seems very laughable. Ha 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 ha. I think the album will be called Late But I Got There. I really tried to just snap my fingers and whoosh, force it into existence. Very quickly, the universe was like, slow the fuck down. This album was written with a lot of care, and it's going to take a lot of care and time, and accepting the fact that I truly cannot do it alone. So there's things happening with the moon and the stars and the gods of my OCD. Tonight I am going to talk about one of the songs on the album. It's called Rock Collector. I've made about 44 demos of this song. All of them are just sort of missing something. It's like a personal signature. But I'm going to play bits of some of these demos now. This is part of the guitar. The low mids are very overwhelming. Those birds are from 2020. I recorded them in Maryland. I was living with my aunt during COVID, and she had this beautiful backyard filled with all these trees and so much wildlife living in there. And I would take my microphone and computer out there and I would just record a lot of the noises. I'm gonna play some more of those birds. You can hear me walking around a little bit. They just make me feel so much lighter. And this song could use some levity in its production. And to me, these birds sound like hope. So I'm gonna be recording this song with my very good friend Mac. They harmonize with me on it. The harmonies that they find have just become so specific to the mood of this song that it just doesn't really exist without them. I also just love the way that our voices blend together. And so here's a little snippet of that. This take was a little too fast. I give it all away to you. I give it all away to you. I give it all away to you. I give it all away. I love those harmonies. They're just a fabulous singer and really know how to find such cool harmonies immediately. So the last little snippet I'm going to play is the string section, and it's the part of Rock Collector that I am the most excited about. I don't know theory, so I wasn't able to write out the arrangements for the string section, but I was able to simulate them on my MIDI keyboard, and I came up with a two-part violin arrangement that I'm going to have string players record. I was very happy to discover that Logic can transcribe something for you into sheet music, which was very cool to see. Seeing something in my head written out in this way that a lot of people can understand made me cry almost. Anyways. There's a few dissonant notes in there. That was the end of the second verse leading into the chorus. The chorus is what I just played with the harmonies, and then it ended going into the bridge with that staccato violin. I think it all sounds really, really beautiful together. Please subscribe. Stay tuned if you want to hear all of the parts come together. This song in particular is about letting things go. It's told from the perspective of a kid with severe OCD, definitely not me, who is obsessed with the thought of one of their parents' well-being. So many of their compulsions, really all of them, surround keeping this parent safe and even happy. They feel really responsible for this parent, and so they spend really their whole life creating these little rituals and little secret coping mechanisms to make sure that their parent is feeling happy and is safe. But despite all of their childlike reasoning and magical attempts at control through these compulsions and rituals and shame and superstition, their parent dies anyways, because, death happens. And so, what does that mean for this child who spent their whole life trying to prevent one thing from happening, and then it happened anyways? It obviously means that they have no control, but it also means that they have nothing left to lose. There is a very early version of this song on my Spotify, which is listed below. I think it's called Rock Collector October Session. And it's kind of the first version of this song. It's really just an idea for it. It doesn't make much sense, in my opinion. But the mood is there. The vibe, I think, is very much there. If you want to take a listen, it's below. Please tune in if you want to hear the final version. I'm really hoping to have that done soon. I took off my gloves. I was trying to bring my dog in here to lighten the mood before I go. But instead, I'm gonna just show you 3 pictures of her right now. She's very judgmental. I think the next video I make is going to be about a song called Last Good Man. Tune in if you are tormented by limerence, occasionally or often. Like I said, below is a link to a very early version of the song Rock Collector, and then also a link to my new favorite video, which I found by accident, and it's Sheryl Crow and Prince singing together at Lilith Fair. Check that out. It only has like 500 views or something. I think I've been waiting my whole life to find it. Okay, good night.